In the beginning of our video, we decided to muffle the sound at the beginning just so it would sound like the sound was actually coming from outside of the house. And then as they just walked in there, we turned all of the high frequencies back up so it would give a more clearer sound as they actually walked into the party. We kept the music quite simple and didn't really change much at the beginning because, you know, it was our opening scenes and we was just kind of getting into it. We also found some short sound effects for background sounds. We just had a lot of dancing scenes, and then here, this is where it starts to bring in our actual story, where we explain what's happening and what you're going to be watching throughout the rest of the short film.
They're gonna be so fun.
We added in the sound effects of the walk-in. We did them using Foley, and we also used a loop of, especially when they was outside, of the gravel, so it would just sound slightly different from the footsteps that you hear inside. Here we used our lip syncing, so our actors spoke, and then when we was editing the videos after, we had to match our voices to theirs. We changed the music around here as well because it goes from all being quite the same as I said before, but then around here, like, the whole atmosphere is supposed to change, and we just wanted to give off the intended effect, which is why we included more synths and stuff to give a more trippy atmosphere. We used the slow motion and fast motion effects to make it a little bit uneasy on the eye because we wanted the viewers to feel just as uneasy, uncomfortable and anxious as Sophie did in the film. We thought that the guitar was quite strong and powerful in this bit, and it kind of gave a sense of maybe something's not right or something is about to happen. Like, it was quite a tense piece of music. We decided that we wanted everything to come in here because this is where the appeal kicks in, this is where they start feeling like the most trippy. This is the main part of the film that we wanted to be remembered as a quite dramatic thing. So we used all of the colours, we used a few different scenes, so where you flash back to the party and where they are, and all of the music was supposed to be like very dramatic. Around about here you can see that obviously she's not feeling too good, so we put in a few blurred transitions so it would look as if you could see it through her eyes, and then we did quite a lot of flashbacks to clips that you'd already seen before and a few audio things that you've heard before as well. We just wanted to give off quite a strange atmosphere and make it as trippy as possible. Here we used the sound effect of the door closing and then turn all the high frequencies down again as if you was actually in the bathroom and you could hear the music change from being really clear to muffled again. And then we did a lot of lip syncing for this bit, which was quite tricky because they seemed to speak really fast, which I think in the future we'd kind of try and prevent from happening. We do that by just ensuring that they spoke a little bit slower, so when it came to recording in the audio, we'd actually be able to keep up. At this point, we turn all the high frequencies back up so the music would sound clear again. We didn't want it to be muffled anymore because obviously they've left the bathroom, they've gone back to the party, they're in the room where all of the music is. And unfortunately our camera quality wasn't very good at this point because it was all filmed on an iPhone, so it was quite blurry, and we was going to redo it, but we quite liked the fact that by the end of the party, you know, with all of the drugs that they had taken and how much drinking everyone had been doing, as one of them you can't really see very clearly, So rather than changing it, we decided that it would actually add to the effect of our short film. Again, we used another sound effect on one of the loops off Logic, and we did this bit because we wanted to change the concept of what we were showing, because as we watched it back we kind of looked at it and thought, oh, we're actually promoting the fact that drugs are good. So then we had to just slightly change it, and we wanted to make sure that we wasn't giving off the wrong effect, and that, you know, bad things can happen when you do silly things. We then again used the loops from Logic for the police sirens and the ambulance. We panned them left to right, just like we did with the hills that you heard a little bit earlier at the start of this bit.